Okay. Where is it? Entire screen. Okay. Share system audio.
Whose screen is sharing? Who's sharing the screen?
No, no, I'm the one. I'm
I
trying to
can't
do it.
anybody's screen on.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
about to start it. I'm about
Alright
to
then, let
start
me
it.
check.
Okay, I've shared it
Let me check
already.
again.
Can you see it?
No.
Kindly check for it.
Yeah,
I've
I
shared
see
it.
your screen now. Your screen is up.
All right, all right. So please join. Okay, I want to open the assignment. So we just explain it briefly before we be going to the main practical.
Sorry, please excuse me. Hope you are recording this.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'm recording it already.
All right, well done.
Okay. Uh, I want to remove this guy from my screen. Okay, so sorry, I forgot the assignment wasn't shared in the group. But let me just go straight to.
Sorry, Azad. I
Yeah,
sent you a DM.
no, while I'm going to reply after the class.
Yeah,
I'll
you
reply
go check it
everything.
out later.
Yeah, I'll reply everything after the class.
Right there.
You're
Open it
welcome.
up.
All right. So, uh, basically looking at the assignment, I couldn't see it in my. I tried checking it, and also I've lost the link to the class, so that will be a little bit of problem for us. But regardless, maybe I'm going to just use what is on the screen to explain. Do you get that? Let me just use this to explain. So, looking at this, let me refresh. I'm coming. So, can we see what is on my screen? Yeah, can we see what is on my screen? Please, somebody should
Yes.
respond. All right, thank you.
Yes.
All right, so
Yeah, we can see your screen. We
let me
can see your
quickly
screen.
explain. Let me quickly explain it. The assignment with this. So don't be bothered with the lines, how massive or extended it is. So you might decided to take a different route actually, but I just want you to understand the basic. So that's why I'm showing you this. So what they said we should do is we should go to a certain website, which was they stated to for us sapa.dev, and I think x.com, which is Twitter. So what they want us to go and be to do there is to source from their data to collect real-time data, like what is people are posting about a certain name or a brand. Because if you are not hearing me, kindly notify so I'll be able to increase my voice or reduce it. And please, everybody, once you are joining, kindly mute your mic. I'm recording the class. So they want us to go into a website. So when you get to the website, you get the data from them. Like, okay, these are the recent data or about articles that was shared a certain brand, a maybe the brand name a or a keyword. You might decide to search for anything. So you can go to Twitter and search, okay, people that mention my name, what is your name? You can say, okay, my name is, okay, for example, I'm Lawal Hassan. I want to go to Twitter and say, search who are the people that mentioned my name in the last 2 3 days. So I will go there. That's what they want us to do. They did not specify for us certain things to go and check. Just use a keyword you decided to check, then you go to Sapa or Twitter to go and check for it. So that means you are going to be using get. Let me zoom in so you can see it clearly. So we all know this is a trigger. We all know this guy is a trigger. So we want to go and get the data. You get the data from here and you take it. So once you get the data, now they now want you to be able to differentiate between the sentiment, like, okay, the article that was posted to the site or to the platform, is it a negative attitude about the brand you are sourcing for, or is it a positive article? The person that posted it, are they saying something negative about it or something positive about it? So I already said, don't bother with all these lines. I will try to I will dig into the basics, so you just it's just a normal line sha. You can see it just come like this, bend back. So don't it is all simple. So you get the data, whatever you get from data here. So I will be diving deep to know what is inside this place. So it's some JavaScript code which I use to segment the articles into different sentiments: neutral, positive, and negative. So once you differentiate it, now you pass it to the switch. This is a switch. This switch will now decide, are you sending the positive out or you want to send the negative through a certain exit. So now I have three exits here, you can see them. So this switch, what they say we should do is the negative mentions, the negative articles about that platform, the negative ones must be sent to Slack, either Slack or Telegram, which is to notify the team, like the team that is going to work on articles. Like, okay, somebody just mentioned your brand, and this is what they are saying about your brand. This is a uh this is a negative remark about your brand. So you said it to them for them to know, okay, we need to improve in this certain end. So like whatever the people are complaining about, you send it to them. Once they see it, they will know, okay, maybe this we need to improve, or there is nothing we can do about it. So just know this is a negative response for what we are putting out. And also, so the negative, they ask us to send it to Slack or Telegram. This is why I did both. So they actually want us to do either one or two. So, and this guy you are seeing here is just a limit. I'm using it to limit the amount of output that will be sent to Telegram. So not to have too much message in my Telegram actually. And also I did it for this guy too. You can see limit two. I also limit the amount of output that will be going out through here to Slack. I'm using my Slack as well. So those are for the negative. Now for the positive, so this second line is for my positive. You can see it here. Just try and follow it. This second line is for my positive, which is going to airtable. They want you to send it to airtable so that you can record it for a reference about your brand. Like, okay, these are the positive reference. These are the positive mentions we've gotten in the past about our product. So if you want people to go and check it, like, okay, you can just go to our archive and see our positive responses out there. So you record them in airtable. So that one you don't need to notify anybody about it. You get. So you just want to improve on the negative. The positive, just record them. Now they now say we should send both negative and positive, like both of them, send them to what? Send them to a Google Sheet. That means the positive and negative must be recorded in your Google Sheet. So now, I believe that is clear now. The main assignment is clear. Now, we now go into, okay, how did I do what I did on my screen? And after that, we'll be moving to how I'm going to do the same thing by yourself. Now, starting from here, every workflow, every automation must has a trigger. So they actually want us to use an automated trigger, though I still did not understand that actually. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I used a manual trigger. Like whenever I click on it, it is going to work. But I believe that is possible if I don't know if it is going to require subscription. Maybe I need to upgrade my plan, or a free plan can still work. I don't know. So, but they want us to use an automated trigger, but I use the manual. You can see it here. Then after that, you from the trigger you take it to the what, the HTTP request. So you can actually relate this to what we did in make last week, that we are using HTTP request. And whenever you are using an HTTP request, that means you want to go to a certain website or platform or wherever to go and collect data, or to forward data to them. That is what HTTP request really mean. Now let me open it for you. So I noticed for the Twitter you might be having issue because it's like it has limit. So it has limits. When it gets to a certain limit, you have to like maybe upgrade for you to still get more data from them. So that is why I just take another route and follow this Sapa. So you can see Sapa on my screen, sapa.dev. So you can see this Sapa guy. So that is the one I'm using. So maybe it is a probably it is a so it is a subsidiary from Google. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I think that is the case. So you can see Google in front of it. So this is their website, but you have to use post instead of get. The one we used last week was get. So this one now will be post. And what this post really mean is you are posting to them, you send the data to them. Okay, let me differentiate this now. If you want to get, the data is already there, you just go there and collect it from them. So that is get for you. But this post now is you send this one to them. Once you send it to them, they will now know, okay, this is what you need. They will now know what to send back to you. Don't mix it. So you post this to this website. Once you post this request to them, they will now know what they are going to give you back. Just understand the difference. So if you are getting, you go there, collect the data by yourself. But this post, you send it to them, they will now send the output to you. So now, this is the website. Maybe I'm going to try and create a Google doc or a Word document and put all the links that you need. I will try and get them for you. So this guy, so after this, so this is the URL you are going to put. The method is post. Don't make a mistake. Then you need to input your header. The header is going to be, see this guy, X hyphen API hyphen key. So in the name, and the value you have to go and get it by yourself. Don't use my own, please. Don't use my own. I am telling you, don't use my. If you use my own and I discover you used it, I will report you. I'm going to report you. So you have Tinubu now. I will report you under the law. Don't use this key. I will show you how to get your own. So you just go to, so it's not even hard. You go to sapa.dev. Sapa, see the Sapa, you go sapa.dev. Once you get to the website, they will ask you to sign up. Then after you sign up, they will tell you to get your API key. So that is the API key you are seeing here. Now moving downward, so for the header, this is just the only thing you will fill. Now for the body, you should use JSON. So because the data you want it to be in JSON format. Now after that, you fill these parameters. So for the name, you fill Q. This is Q means the question, the what exactly you want to collect data about. And I use crypto for my own. I use crypto. Now the GL, this GL means the country you are trying to source the data from. So where the users are posting from. So you want to use US. I use US for my own. You can decide to use any other thing actually. You might not use crypto, you might not use this guy. So this is what I use. You might decide to tweak your own in another form. You might go for Dangote, maybe you want to go into oil and gas. So you might just decide to go into another field. Or you are this type of people that used to criticize Tinubu. You can go and check for Tinubu and do whatever you like. So then for the language, this HL, it means language, then English. And for the number, this is the amount of output I want them to send the data, like 1 2 3 4 5 6. I want 50 lists of data to send to me, and that is all. Now if I click on this execute step to bring me the data, let me click on it sef. So once you set it like this, once you set it, you can click on this guy. If it is correct, it will show you the output ASAP without stress. Have you seen it? Now you can see the output coming out from here. So this is one of the sweet parts I love about this n8n. So you just see the output ASAP. I said it should give me.
Sorry, Lawal. Please, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
all right.
There's something those parts I talk about Q, GL. I
Okay,
don't get that, please. You seem to be too fast. What does it mean? How do you do that?
okay. This queue, we want to get data from them. Now,
Yes.
what exactly is the keyword you want to collect data about? That is the queue. I said I want to collect data about crypto. But if your own you want to collect data about iPhone now, you are going to put iPhone here, iPhone. If you want to collect data about
Okay.
Trump, you will put Trump here. So that means it is going to source for data about what people posted concerning Trump. So it is going to search for the last 50 articles that was posted about this name. I don't know, maybe that is
Sorry,
clear now.
please permit me.
Okay.
How do you know? How do you know that Q is is has these values? Q GF HL. How do you know that?
How do I
That
know?
mapping of
No, no,
yes.
no,
How
no.
do you know?
See,
Is it from the website or is it
yeah.
from
Okay.
n8n?
Okay. Let me. I'm sorry, please. uh every site has their own proper settings, like the way they want you to request for data from them. Like if it is not in that format, you get error. Are you getting me? So if it is not in that format, you are going to receive error. You see now, these outputs are coming here. Oh, are we supposed to be explaining this for now? I don't know. The video will be very long actually. But okay, so let me just clarify it then. So if it is not in the format they need, and you make the request, you get error as output. For example, if you put get here instead of post, you are going to get error. Now, if in your settings you do not specify the name or this queue, which is what exactly you want to collect the data about, definitely, I don't know, maybe you are going to get error. I did not try that, but I don't you will not be getting a unique
Yes, you
value.
get error because
Oh,
I've
okay,
been
thank
getting
you.
errors
Ah,
since.
okay, thank
Yes.
you. So I did not try it. So, and someone that has confirmed you are going to get error if you do not put the
I
value here.
too am getting error.
You have been getting error, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Yes.
So that means it is clear now, right? So you have to set everything properly. It is like when somebody gave you a padlock and they give you the key that, okay, this is the key that is going to open this padlock. Oh. You now said, okay, I don't want to use your key. I have another key. You're going to pick another key and you try forcing it to open it. It is not going to open. So that's how you'll be getting the error.
No,
It is.
uh, it's not about forcing the pattern.
It's
What
not
I'm
about.
saying is, yeah, for the sake of the future, let's say we have a different assignment that we will now need to do by ourselves. We just
Okay.
want to understand how did you come about these parameters, these keywords. Definitely they are correct and still it works for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So
I'm just
if you
saying
want
that
to do
the
for another assignment.
setup, is it from n8n or is it from the
No, no, no,
SAPA
no, no, no,
website?
no, no. It's not from anything. This thing we are doing, we are just setting the automation on n8n. But all the data we are collecting it from SAPA website. So this is how they want you to set it for you to get the data from them. Is am I clear? But okay, for
Yeah, I
example now,
think you are clear now. I
yeah,
think
for
you are clear
example
now.
now, you might
So
decide not
it's
to use
from
this
SAPA.
GL. Yeah, yeah, that's how SAPA wants it. You might decide not to use this GL, which is a certain location, and you just put it. It might just source for data all around the world for you, since you are not specifying the country. But I did specify, and also if you are not specifying language, it might just give you any posts about crypto in any language format. So these ones can come out, but for the name, this keyword must be there for you to get the data from them. And also this number, you can play around with it. You might reduce your own to 10, you might reduce it to 20, you might even increase it to like 100, 150, 200. So please, is this clear? Now these are the output I got.
Yes, it's clear now. Thank you. It's
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, welcome boss. So these are the output I got. You can see them here. These are the outputs. So this is the input I put in. So you can see the Q is crypto, US, English, news. So it wants to source for me in the news actually. You can see it here. So and if you check here, you will see the news here. You can see the news at the after the forward slash. You see the news. So it wants to source for me through the news in SAPA. Now 50 values, one page, and the engine is Google. So it's used Google for me. Now uh this is going to be a very long data. So we are getting 50 data, but this is the format that it is going to be coming out with. You can see title, the title of this the data, the article actually. So the article title is crypto bill timeline in flux. The link to the article, this is it. the snippet. So the snippet is this something like excerpt, and also the date, it brings the date. The source, this is the source. Ah, sister, please, I could hear your voice. Kindly mute yourself. Please mute yourself. We've spent 20 minutes already. Please, I want us to be as
It's
fast
like
as possible.
your mic is far from you.
My what?
Your mic
Sorry.
is far from you.
Oh, oh, I don't know what to do because it is my system. I already told you my charger is having issue, so it keeps
So
giving me problem.
if you have a headset,
Yeah, yeah, I'm using the
it
headset
will be
actually.
easier.
I'm using the headset,
Okay.
so I don't want to use my phone, my system directly. Okay, should we move on?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So after we've gotten this data, let me know. Okay, you now see. You know we've gotten this output. This output we got here. Now if you connect anything next to at the next stage, which is we got the data here. Now you want to connect it to this guy. So n8n is very good at this. They really make it so nice. So you can see once you connect it to this guy, it will now be showing as the input coming inside the next step. Everything I got from the first stage, the previous stage rather, you can see them here now. You can see everything here. So these are the outputs: title, link, snippet, date, source, image URL. So you can see them, everything is here as the output, and they are in JSON format. So if you want to map anything from here, you can just click on it and map it into this. You do this in the next phase. So but this is the code I use. Let me quickly explain this to you. uh so now you can see, I say divine keyword. Okay, positive, we said we are going to categorize the articles into three sentiments: positive, negative, and neutral. So for the positive words, for the positive, you need to use certain words. You need to check for certain words in the article, because you want the AI to, this automated AI to, oh, okay, not AI actually, this code, it will go into the JSON output. This guy, it will go into them and check. Once it meets up with a certain condition you set in this what do I call it, this JavaScript, it is going to pick it as maybe positive or negative based on what you said, based on the role you said. So for the positive word, now let me clarify this, because when I was trying my own, I was getting neutral, everything was in neutral. But later what I now did, what I checked, so, oh, somebody is talking. Please mute your mic, please. Now, I was sourcing for crypto articles. I was sourcing for crypto articles. So for crypto articles, there are certain positive words that you'll be getting from for crypto. Kindly note that. Now in crypto, you hear something like bullish. You know when you say bullish, that means it's soar, the volume soar up. Then jump, rally, surge, gain. These are positive words in crypto. Now for the negative, so if you are working on a certain brand or a certain keyword, so the positive words you will be having here will depend on what is it you want to classify, what you want to differentiate actually to positive and negative. For crypto, these are positive words. So if it goes into this, if this code source into this and see any of these word in the article, it is going to categorize it as positive. If it source into it and saw any of this word, it is going to categorize it as negative. If it does not see any of the two, that means it is going to be neutral. Is that clear, please? Hi, this is very important. Oh. This part is
Yes, very
very
clear.
important. It's very important. So it depends on what you are trying to classify. If it is about crypto, you can use what I use.
Okay, please. I want to ask, what are you mapping from the previous module into
No, no,
this
no. Here,
code in JavaScript? Are
see,
you
here,
mapping?
in this current stage, you are not mapping anything. You just have to design this code properly for it to work.
Okay.
So now, then again, I got this in JSON format. I got it in JSON format. But what the article I want to source, I'm coming. The article is in, I don't know, there was an issue here. I was trying to do it back to back. It keeps giving me error. but I later went to GPT. So what it now tell me is I did not. I'm coming, let me check for uh okay, yeah, you can see here, look at it, you see extract news array. This extract, that is when it can break down the news array. This news you see the array here, you can see the news here. So everything, you can see this box, that means it is an opening into an array. Everything inside here now, they are now enclosed, they are enclosed in an array. So it might be difficult for this guy to go into it, to dig into the data and get what I want it to go and check. Now this part is very important. I will try and get everything I used here, I will get them into a file. I will add it to the what am I call it, the drive link I'm going to drop, so you can download it as well and possibly copy and paste these links for you to be able to use them properly.
Yeah,
So now,
that would be very helpful.
alright boss, alright boss. So now you can see let sentiment equals to neutral. I'm not a coding guy actually, I'm not a coding guy, but I just have to learn all this the hard way. So for me to understand what I'm doing.
It was ChatGPT me I used though. I don't
Okay,
code too.
exactly. So I did not code as well.
See,
So
that's why it's called no code, low code.
low code, thank you boss. So especially in this AI era, you just have to know how to prompt. You just have to learn how to prompt the AI properly. All the code you are seeing here, I did not write anything, I don't even know how to write it, but I understood what I wrote, that is just it. So now they said let sentiment equals to neutral. That means the neutral is going to be the initial sentiment for every post here. All the posts that are here will be in neutral. Sorry, it is raining, I don't know if my voice is still clear, but I'm trying to shout as much as I can. So you can see the sentiment equals to neutral. Now I now say if negative words, that means these words are used up here, these words, these negative guys, if they should appear in the article, you should make it equals to negative. Or else if positive words, like the positive words I stated above, these guys, if any of them should appear in the article, it should just classify it as positive. Okay, Kajiko, that is clear now. So now they now say this is the output I want. You see the output I want, I tell this guy that okay, before you are going to pass anything out from you, put it out in this format: title, snippet, URL, publish art. So now you are seeing this is the format I will be getting in the next step. So that is just about the coding. Now let us run it. Let's run it, you will love it. Okay,
Sorry,
all
can you
right.
please give us back these sentiments? I want to see those sentiments.
Which one?
Just scroll up a little, please.
Okay, do you mean this part?
For your code, yes.
Okay, is it this part? Can you see the
Alright, thank you.
sentiment on my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay,
Yes, I'm seeing it.
so the sentiment equals to neutral, like that is for everything that is here. But if a negative word should appear in it, it should be equals to, the sentiment must be equals to negative. Again, if any positive word should appear, it should make the sentiment to be positive. So that is
Wow.
basically everything that is in this code. So now, thanks to Diversity, they made me to understand few things about coding actually. Now you can look at it now. These are the outputs from this guy. You see this guy, everything that you are seeing here, this code has helped me to break it down. Like you can see, it's give me the title, which is also here, but in a what, in a coding format. Now you can see it here now, it's put it in. Okay, so I'm using this table, you can use schema, you can use JSON, but I'm using table for you to see it clearly. Now you say the title SEC page way for, okay, so now what we are concerned about are the sentiment. So you can see this guy is sentiment neutral, you can see neutral. So when you see neutral, that means here you can see it is, so the general level is going to be neutral. Please, are you hearing me? It's raining.
I can hear you.
Okay, so it is going to be neutral. But whenever a negative word appears, it is going to make it negative, and that's why we are having negative here. So whenever a positive word appears, it is going to make it positive. You can see it here now, please. So can we move to the next stage?
Yeah.
Oh, my head is blowing. All right, so thank God. Let's go. Now we've gotten the output. Now we have three sentiments coming out of here: positive, negative, and neutral. We have all of them coming out from this box. This is what it is sending out. You already seen the output before I close it. So this output you see here is what is coming out from this guy. Right now we are now taking it to the switch, and what the switch is going to do is it is going to like give them different routes. You know, in make.com last week we used router to like send them on a different route. We used router last week, but now we'll be using switch. You know, if it is to be a router, we'll be using a filter. We have filter with this line in make, but this guy you just set it inside it by yourself. Let us open it. So the name is switch. Sorry, let me close my window. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
so this guy is okay. For this one is http request if you want to use it. So this one is java's a code. You see code. Now after you click on the code, you now click on javascript. This is what I use here. This one just search for switch. You see it. Now you open it. You know we have three outputs coming from the code. Now so these are the outputs from the code. So it will be input for this guy. Just try to understand the basics. So everything that was coming from the code will now be input for this one. Now the addition that the code made to the data we get from SAPA is this sentiment. You know, from SAPA we don't have sentiment, but the code help us to add the sentiment to the output. That's why we are now having neutral, positive, and negative, and we will be using this data to map. Now the mapping I was talking about, this is where we will now be using it. So okay, let me not even do it. We are going to do it together after we finish the explanation. So if you want to map, just come to whatever you want to map. You want to map the sentiment here. This sentiment, you click on it, double click. You can see I'm dragging it. Now come and put it here. That's what I did. Once you put it, it will change it to what? JSON format. You can see now it is giving me error because what I did is a bullshit. Now let me remove it. So now you can see back. So now the rules, this switch, what it is going to do is you want to give it, okay, this is what you are going to send out. If auntie, I can hear you, please mute your mic.
That person should move now. Who's that person?
So now what you want this guy to do is you want it to send a
Israel, this is new.
okay, is it Israel okay, Israel, mute your mic. Okay, now we want to send out some data. We want to classify the data. We have what we want to classify as a sentiment. So but this is the you can see the effects, which is the function, and what you put here is a code, and this is the code you want to put. So instead of you to be typing the code by yourself, just come here, pick it and put it here. Now you must be cautious of this. You can see this negative is in what is it? It is in low small letter in lower case. So whatever you are going to write here must also be in lower case for it to be able to identify it as what you are trying to pass out through this setting. You want to categorize them into three: negative, positive, and neutral. Okay, let me first of all show you the exit. You can see you want them to go out in three ways: 1, 2, and 3. That is what we want to do. Now for you to set it to go out in different lanes. So now I want the negative to go out with this route, this first one. So you said sentiment here is equal to negative. If you want to set for another thing, if you want to set for another thing, you can still use this setting. Let's say you want to choose your publish art. Maybe you want it to just detect if it is 2 days ago. So you just come and pick this publish art and put it here. I don't know, maybe I'm still audible.
That person, you are very foolish. You never believe me. Who's this
Please,
person?
what is his name? What is his name? Let me go and meet him.
They said it's Israel.
Okay, let me check for Israel. It might not be with his phone actually. Israel. Oh no. It's like he has muted back.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Alright then. So please do not let us be doing all this diversion, please. So now we want to map data from sentiment. That is why I use sentiment. You want to map your data from publish art, you just come and pick this publish art and you put it here, and the value you are going to set, the value you are going to put here, you see I put negative for sentiment because that is what is in my sentiment. I have neutral, I have negative, I have positive. So if you are picking your publish art, you must be choosing something like, you must be writing something like 2 days ago here for it to be able to follow the exit you are setting for it. Please let us understand that. Now the next one is okay, I want to send for negative, positive and neutral. So if I don't want the neutral to come out, I might decide not to even put it at all because I don't need the neutral. What I need is just the positive and what the negative. I believe you all know that, but I actually set the neutral to just pass it out. But now what we are dealing with now is the positive and what negative. And if you look at it, once you are done with it, you can come and click the execute step, click on it. Now you will see it, you are going to see it now. It said output 0, which is the negative. Are we getting this? You can rename it if you are going to be confusing. So if you know it is going to confuse you, you might come and rename this as negative. So let us say negative, and this one just put POS. So POS now. So if I execute this, okay, you can see, okay, now you can see it already added for me. You can see negative, which is the negative.
I have issue with my own.
Okay, please, I believe you will be able to correct the issue, please. So because we have already spent 38 minutes now, we spent 38 minutes.
All right.
The video is getting longer. So now we are seeing negative. Now these are the negative outputs which will be coming out from the switch. Now positive, these are the positive outputs that will be coming out from the switch. And this guy, I did not name it, it is the neutral. So these are the neutral output that will be coming out. That means we have negative 10 negative mentions, 18 positive mentions and 22 neutral, which are not in any of the two sentiments. Okay, let me rerun this guy. Let me rerun it. Okay. So yeah, I have it now. Come on. Now we are now going into the last part. So now, so we want to send the negative to Telegram at B Slack. Positive, we want to send it to airtable. This is it. And the neutral is useless. You can see I'm not using the neutral at all. This is my neutral. But we want to combine the positive and negative and record everything inside Google Sheet. This is now why I'm merging. See, I decided to use all these yama things because I want to practice what they explained to us in the tutorial. So the tutorial actually help if you follow it and you see that okay, they are actually teaching us something valuable. Now they explain merge to us. So merging means you want to combine two things together. Limit, you want to reduce the amount of output that will be going out. And now looking at it, this one should be clear. Even if I did not explain everything, these two guys should be clear. This negative, so I'm just sending it out from here to Telegram. just cancel out this guy if it is going to confuse you. But what I'm using it for is to limit the amount. From here I have 10 outputs from this guy. For the negative I have 10, positive I have 18. So if I should send everything like this, it will be sending 18 inputs to this guy. It will be sending 10 inputs to this telegram. But once it get to this limit, I sent how much? I sent 10. Now I want you to reduce it to 1. That means from this guy only one will be able to pass to the next stage. Please, that should be clear. Let me execute it now. Instead of having all these 10 coming out, you see I just have only one item coming out. And it depends on, did I want it to come from the first or from the last. I said it should send the first. If I should put 3 here, that means it's going to send the first 3 items. If I should now put last, that means it's going to send the last 3 items. Please, that is clear. Like, I'm trying to use a basic Yoruba English so you can see the way I'm speaking. I'm a Yoruba guy. Now, looking at this one now, so I sent this guy to here, I sent this guy to here, and now, okay, you might decide to do only one, either Telegram or Slack. So I just did both for us to see it in the practical. Now from here now, I take the positive to airtable. All these things you have to go and set each of them in their own platform as well. So for you to get your data to Telegram, it is similar to what we did in make.com. I did not stress myself. I just went to my make and copy all the data I used in make and put it here. So without the stress, all you need is just go to your bot, the bot you use for make.com assignment. You go and use it. Then you request for the token. So the token is, okay, let me open it. I'm going to get a video link. I have a video I watched. So the video is going to put you through on how to do this, all these guys. So for the Telegram, once you click on it, it will ask you to add your credential. You click on this, and so you put the token from your bot. Use bot further. Anybody that attended the Victoria assignment will know how to do this actually. So then the chat ID is for the person you want to send the message to, and this is the message format you want to send. Now you can see I said title. All these ones you type them by yourself. You type them by yourself. This title. Now you are now going to be mapping these from here. So you say title because you want to send it to someone who doesn't know about all these things you set up here, but you want them to just receive this at the front end. You just see the message and understand, okay, this is a negative mention. So they don't want to know whether are you working with code or not, but you have to use code. So the title, now you come here and map this title, you put it here. That means any title that is here will be showing in this guy. So if you are sending 10 outputs, it will just be picking the title. The title for the first one, it will put it there. The title for the second one, it is going to put it there. So now also the link URL, you can see it. So this is it. All these ones are clear. So you can see the yarn, like the useless talk, blah blah blah. I just put the yarn. You come here, map it, and you put it here. So that is for the Telegram. I use the same format for Slack, but you have to go and set up the connection from your Slack. I will put the video link. It is a YouTube video, just 5 minutes. You understand everything.
Sorry, so it means for the positive outcome, you are sending both to Slack and Telegram at the
No,
same
no, no.
time.
For negative.
Sorry,
Yeah,
for
I'm sending
negative.
both. Yeah, I'm sending both out at the same time. So n8n is very good at this. You can even add another one. If you want to add, you just do like this. See, it is going to add another one.
Okay.
If I want to add like 5, I will just come here and be clicking and be clicking and be clicking. You notice I added
Okay.
three lines to this, only this output. One for Slack, the
Post.
other one for Telegram, and the last one for the match. So I pass out 3 outputs from only this exit. So for the Slack, please just remind me, if you did not find any of the link, I will create the file. I will put all the link if I remember. You just get the link and you see how to you go and watch the video. 5 minutes, you get everything. So for the Telegram, I do not watch a video. I just follow the steps we explain in the make, and I did this. So for the airtable, because this one actually suffer me, it suffer me like this only airtable. I did it for like almost 40 minutes to set it up, but later I found the guy video. I used ChatGPT, it was giving me error. I went back to go and tell him that guy you fuck up. ChatGPT, I went to tell him like why don't you mention this step? So ChatGPT is now begging me. I said okay, now I've teach you something. So at least, so if anybody should be checking it now, it is going to give them a correct info based on the correction I've made. Now for this guy, you see, we send the first one to Slack, the second one to Telegram. Now for the positive, I'm sending it to airtable. I will show you the output. Each of them I will show you in my I will show you in Slack, I will show you in Telegram, and also in airtable. I wish we are still going to be able to practicalize this thing because we've spent 45 minutes. Okay, now you send this guy to Slack, the other guy to Telegram, and the last guy to airtable. Now we now want to send both positive and negative to Google Sheets. So I need to merge. You merge. This is why I'm using merge. So for the merge, you need two inputs. Don't forget, I think it is Coach AJ that mentioned this to us in the tutorial videos. So I'm using merge, and what I'm doing is append. So like I'm appending the rows, appending the positive below the negative. So append means you are combining everything together. You want to append them. Like okay, this is file 1 and this is file 2. Let's say the first file has 10 pages, the second file has 8 pages. If you append, that means you add every file together, it will now be giving you 18 pages. So that is append. So you can see number of input is 2. Okay, so that means we can even increase it. So I did not even know. Thank God we have this tutorial. So you can increase the input, but now we are just working with 2. So that's why we have this. So append. After append, you can see combine. If you want to combine, you still set the should we be explaining? Okay, this one is not necessary actually, but if you want to combine based on what Coach AJ explained, so matching feed, that means the feed that match each other. Let's say in your file A you have row name for this one is going to take time, let me not be explaining this. So we just use append. Actually we use append because we want to send the negative and the positive together into what, a certain sheet, which is our Google sheet. That's why we append. Okay, that should be
Is
clear.
that why number of inputs is 2, because we are sending only positive and negative? What about neutral?
Yeah,
If we are adding neutral,
you
we don't make it 3.
we will now make it 3 if you are sending our neutral, but we don't need the
All
neutral.
right. All
So
right, thank you.
that's
All
why
right,
we are
thank
not adding it. So now we just want to send it 2, and you can see from we have 2 inputs, 2 lines come inside this guy, but what do we see outside? Only one comes out. That means it is like a Y pipe. You want to pass water into, okay, this is it Ikogos? Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not good at geography. Yeah, River Niger abi, River Niger and River Benue, they say they come together at one point and they now form a single line. So
Confluence.
yo,
That's
wow,
confluence.
confluence, thank you boss. So me too, I've grabbed that. So confluence. Now this is a confluence. You have these 2 inputs. Now we are now having one output. Nana, I don't know, maybe Nana is in this class. Now I believe you are seeing it. So this is what she was asking me. Nana, if you are in this class, please note this one well well. Now we have them coming out. They will enter and form a single line. Now okay, we will still run it. So from here we have how much? We have 10 and 18. That is going to be how much? It is going to give us 10, 18, 28. So let us try it. So you can see the amount of output, 28 items. That means it combined this 10 plus this 8. So we are now having 28 outputs from our merge. This merge guy make these 2 guys to be a single file, and they are now 18 files. That means the 18 is coming out from here till this place, because I'm using my limit. I don't want too much talk. Now this limit, I now set it to 3. I will just be having 3 items coming out. But if you don't want to use limit, because the first one I did not use any limit, so if I should send it out directly from here to here, that means I will be having 28 registers in my Google sheet. So that is just the usefulness of this merge, to merge everything and come here. Now, so I believe we are clear with the explanations, right? Okay, for the airtable, let me open airtable. So you just see how to set it up. Airtable account, this is his account. So I told you this guy suffered me. I swear it suffered me. So I don't want you to go through the same sufferness. Just watch that video, 6 minutes, you get everything. So I set all these guys error, error, error. But later I now saw the mistake I was doing. So that was why I went to para. I para well for ChatGPT. Omo. Instead go no. So the fourth one is the one I use that work. So once it is okay, you don't need to. So you just come here and click on from list. So okay, you want it to record, you see. So you want it to record, then create or update. That is what you are doing. So you create or update. Then from list, that means from list of this guy you use the token. Once you are activating the token, it will give you access to it is going to request from you what is it you need access to when you are setting up your token. So what you've set in the token for will now determine what you will have in your list. You can see I only have these joy givers. So the joy givers that are giving us positive mentions, so that's why I tell them joy givers. And then the table I recorded there is sapa.dev. And okay, then I have to set these guys up. You have to set them up as well. So you okay, for the airtable you must first of all come and create your airtable something. Oh my god.
Base.
Oh my god. I made a mistake yesterday. I was trying to log in on my phone. Sorry, please let me log in again. So you have to go and set up your airtable. So I like the way they did this course for us. You know, this was what we first of all did. So there should be no one among us that will not understand how to set up airtable. Crypto trend. Okay, this is for my Google sheet. This is taking forever. What is happening? So okay, let me open this guy as well. Oh, okay. I don't even know. I need crypto. I need Google Sheet, right? Let me check what I need. Google Sheet, Slack, and okay. Is this my Slack? Sorry for this, please. I don't expect this. Okay, yeah, this is my Slack. So I tried something this afternoon and I noticed there is an error. So, but this was the one I sent yesterday. So you can see how it came out in my Slack based on the settings I made in the app. Okay, okay, please let's just go back. I don't know why this airtable is doing like this. So if you look at it, let me go and open the Slack for you. This Slack, we've not explained the settings. Okay, I beg you. Who is that? Who is that? Brother,
QNG.
brother from Jamaica, please mute your mic. So you just come and
They
choose.
talk to clients.
Yeah, I don't even know wetin dey happen. So you choose Slack account. So you choose it. So you have to create new credentials if you are just starting. So this thing is not hard at all. It's not hard. So you just if you sign in through your Google, you will see like okay, you don't even need to watch the video before you do it. Just sign it with your Google. Once you sign in, it will give you access to your Slack, and whatever it is the Slack, you will see it here. Once it was I just signed in and I got access to all these. So you want to send a message, right? Then you are sending. So then this guy just come down from list. You have to choose this one. I'm sending it to myself. I'm sending it directly to my DM. Now that's why you are saying CZ low. So now for the message format, I use the same thing I used for Telegram. So don't stress yourself. Now okay, this guy has loaded. So just to show you how I set up my Airtable. This was for the first assignment. We are going for joy givers. You are our Albarika people. So they are giving us join our brand. And so now you can see what I said here. The title. So the title you can see, okay, but you just set the headings. The headings, that is all you need to set. You set this what do you even call it? Is it column? Yeah, column. So you set the column, which are the I think I've even forgotten these guys. But sha, you set it up.
The base
Yeah.
and the
So
rest.
So the base, this is my base, joy givers. The table is sapa dev. So you have to do this before you go and get your access token. So because the access token will ask you for all these guys. Now you set the title, the this is the snippet, and also the post link is the URL. The published art you use, so don't use date please. If you use date, it's going to give you error. Don't use date for your published art, it will give you error because you know the format are not the same. This is in a text format. Kò tí wọlé o, kò tí wọlé o, who is that? So you have to set this to publish art. So you set it to text. You can see single text. I'm using single text. Source, the source of the article, and the sentiment, I'm using single select. You can see it. I'm using single select for my sentiment, but in the so in the single select you have to set all these up. You just set so positive and negative, that's what I set, but I set the positive as the default. So whenever you input a data, that means it's going to just trigger it as positive because we know everything you're having here is positive. And then the time recorded, so just try and put this. So it is modified, is it modified time or created time when you are trying to set up your table? Let me even check it. So for me to know actually when exactly is the message coming in, that's why I did this guy.
It
Okay,
was
so you can
modified
see
when
last
you used
modified
that
time.
table
So
the first time.
last modified time,
Yes,
yeah.
last modified.
Yes, so that is what I used. Now let us go and run another one. So okay, for the crypto sheet, you know this one we're having positive and negative at the same time for this guy. So now I limited almost everything so for to reduce
How
the.
did you choose? How did you choose the column heads for that airtable?
Okay, for airtable, okay, let me show you the settings. Once you connect the, is this airtable? Wait, let me open airtable.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Thank God you asked. Come on, I've omitted. I'm feeling like I've omitted so many things. So you know the base. This is the base. The base is joy givers. I showed
Yes.
you. Now the
Yeah.
the table
Yeah.
name is sapa.dev. So you can see from list. If you click from list, it will show you we have two tables in my airtable, and this is one I used, which is sapa.dev for the data I want to record. Now you now say match each column manually, don't do automatically because I want to set it the way it is going to be received in the table. That's why I said match them manually. No, now for here you now be clicking on what you know, we might have different fields. Yeah, field, that's what I want to remember. You might field different fields in your airtable, but you might decide to select certain fields, like okay, you want to match certain field with the data that will be coming from here. Now so that's why you can see I have the title. So this guy actually match them automatically, but you just decide what you want to put inside them. So you can see this is the name, this name, let me show you this name. You see this empty name field, so that was the first one you are seeing. So this is the name. I don't need it for anything, that's why I leave it like that. The title, you can see the title here. The long talk, this is the long talk. So the post link, okay, oh, let me show you how I did this guy. Sorry, let me show you how I did it. So because to avoid error, to avoid complaint actually, so this is how I did my own. So you first of all set this, you send this out for you to be able to receive it in your input for airtable. You know I've set the three items from here, I've sent them out. You might, if you don't want to use this limit, you don't have problem o. If you don't put limit, once you sent it out from this positive, it will come to airtable directly, and once you click here, you you'll be able to map whatever you want to map. Now you can see this here was blank, this place was blank before, but once I execute it, everything is now here. Now you now go one by one. Title, my title is what? This is the title. You map it from here, click on this guy, bring it. Oh mo, so you come here, you map title, you can put it in title, you put it in the title field. So this is it. That is just what I did o. So you put it here, you come to the next one, which is the long talk. You come and put the snippet. That was what I put. So post link, you come to URL. Publish art, you come to the publish art here. The source, which is the source of the article, come here and put it there. Now the sentiment, this sentiment, you know this one is a single select and you cannot, you don't want to put it there. But if you want to put your own in form of text, if you want to put it in form of text, you know what you are going to do is you just come here and ensure the field is in text format. You put it in text format, don't put it in single select if you want it to be showing the text. Oh god, oh god. Now you just come here. Please help me shout at that person that is talking. I don't want to go and check the person's name. So you come here and look for sentiment. So you come to sentiment and you pick it to positive. If you want to use text oh, you know me, I'm using single select. So if you click on this now, it will show you. You know, in the single select I set positive and negative. So that's why I now put positive. I selected positive. So that means once I execute this, let me show you the last one I sent before I execute it. The last one I sent was 30. Okay, this record, the row 37. Now let me send another one. Let me send another one. Let us execute. Oh, how are we going to do? This video is very long. For me to even compress it, it is going to take time, honestly. Now you can see this is the output. So let us go and check my. We have 3 items coming out. The last one we checked was what is it? What was the last one? Let me go and check. Okay, it hasn't come in. Oh, I don't know what is going on with airtable. It's supposed to have come by now. Okay, yeah, you are seeing it. It
Maybe you should
has come.
refresh.
It has come, so you can see it. Can you see it? So now I have 37 before. Now we've seen 38, 39, and 40. These are the last 3 items I sent. You can see the time. That's why I added this time for you to know when exactly it came in. So we have 6:07 p.m. So you can see the last three for the airtable. For the let us do for the crypto waiting. This crypto sheet. This is my sheet. This sheet. So let us send something out from this guy too. Okay, so I've sent the 3 items out. Now it is now stopping here. So you open your sheet. So you have to go and create the sheet before you will connect it. Don't make that mistake. You create the sheet. After you are done creating it, you will now come and connect it to this guy. If you don't create the sheet and you just come here and be connecting rubbish, it will not be compatible with what you want to send. So you have to create it, and the format I used is all I want to send is just, this is a general recording. I just send the title, links, long talk, and the sentiment. So because I don't want too much data, this is just for record base. So I just sent it. Now we have the three inputs are coming into here, but na me go just initiate it. So okay, I've not checked the last thing. What was the last input? Is it 29? I don't know. Oh, I forgot to check before I sent it. I don't know, maybe it has come in or not, but it's supposed to come in. It will surely come in since you are getting it properly. If it's not going to come in, it will show error for you. So I believe the three has come in already. Let us not waste time with this one. So it should have come in, sha. So that is it for the Telegram. For the Telegram, for the Telegram, you have to execute this guy before you have it coming here. Then let me now execute. Let me execute it. You can use this play at the top to execute, or you might decide to open it and go and execute it. So let's see. It has sent it. It has sent the output. So if you open your Telegram now, please, should we just end it like this, or should we create it? We should create it together again.
It's clear. Oh, it's clear.
All right. So now we should just stop it like this, right?
Yes, it's okay.
All
We
right.
understand.
Sure.
I
Okay.
understand
Thank
what
you.
I'm doing.
All right. Thank you very much.
Will the recorded version be available?
Sure, sure. I'm recording it already. I will try after this class. I will spend my time to compress it because it is very large. The file will be very large. Now you can see the last one I sent. This is six
Yes.
ten. So this is
Thank
six
you.
ten. You're welcome, boss. So this is 610, and this is the last thing I
Did
sent.
it The one
So
of that.
what do you say?
How we get the how can we get the file?
Okay,
Can
okay,
you
let
share
me
your
drop
Google
the
Drive?
link. Let me drop the link. I forgot to. Thank God you asked for it. Let me try and create the link ASAP. So
Okay.
we will not be spamming ourselves with messages and be finding the links. So
Please, are we able to get the recordings? Where
yes,
are you sharing it?
I will drop the link now, but you will not have it now. Just try and check. Like okay, after let's say 1 hour 30 minutes, it should be there. Let me just I'm coming.
Okay, thank you.
My system my system is hanging already.
So, Mr. Lawal,
All right, sir.
uh,
I'm with you,
so
sir.
more or less, I may not want to use limits. So I think the basic chain of work or flow
Okay.
is just from scheduler to HTTP to
Yeah.
code in Java to
Okay.
switch,
To switch, yes, yes.
and from switch we get into Airtable Slack. Sorry, from switch we go to Menja. No, no, no. From switch we go into Airtable and Slack.
Okay. From switch you go to Slack for the negative. For the positive, go
Okay,
into airtable.
okay,
So positive and negative I use merge for my own.
okay.
So that's what I did. I just put them at the end.
Then for Google Sheets we can get everything, both neutral and
Yes,
everything.
that's why I use merge. So the merge will now pass everything into the Google Sheet.
Okay,
So
thank
if
you.
you actually want to reduce the amount of output you will be getting from the start, so you know what you are going to do is, because you know I
Mm,
later come and use limit for my own. So if you want to reduce it from
limits.
start, this is
Yes.
what you are basically going to do. Just come to this value and reduce it to like 20 or 15, or so for you to
Yes.
reduce the amount of
Or 10.
output you'll be getting from the start. That is, so for mine I was
All right.
getting 50.
So
That
Sapia
is
Sapia used it. Sapia used 10. 10. I was
okay for Sakpa, right?
yeah, it's 10.
Na Sakpa dey worry
You
dem.
can change it. It's not almost like it. You can change.
Okay.
Na because na Sakpa dey worry dem, that's why dey use 10. Me I want 50, so that's why I'm having 50 for my
Please,
own.
that
Sorry,
first model. I can't see it well. What was it? What did you use?
which one? Is it here?
The very
Scheduler, scheduler.
Yeah, I
scheduler.
just
Okay.
use yeah
Okay, sure.
scheduler.
Yeah.
But you see it's manual, so when clicking, it is when I click it that it's going to work. So let me drop the link for the Google Drive. Oh, okay, I'm coming. Where is me too? Me too. Okay, I will drop the link here. We know how we did it last week, so we just remove the
Is
space.
it the same drive
No, not the same,
you
not the
used
same
last
drive.
week without?
It is not the same drive. Or should I use the same drive? Okay, let me
No,
just use the
no,
same drive.
actually.
Should I use the same drive?
Yes, use the
Sir,
same
please,
drive for that.
Yeah, let me use
please,
the
sir,
same drive.
the drive that you want to use now,
Okay,
does it
Can
concern
you
the
share it?
previous?
does it contain what? This is what I'm going to do.
I think you
I
should
sent
use the
this one
same
for last
drive
week.
because you.
It seems I sent this guy. I sent this okay, this was the one I sent last
Yes,
week. Yes.
this one.
Now I will now create week 4 here. Let me go and bring it. Let me go and bring that week 4 guy. I will go and bring this week 4 guy.
Okay.
Please, I need the previous video too, please.
Yeah. I will do that.
Please, we need the previous video.
No
We are
wala.
not here the
You
last
will
one.
get
No, get it
everything.
with this link. You will get it with this link is sharing.
You get everything.
Some of us are new.
I'm trying to put it inside this folder. Okay, yeah, so you can see it inside there. So when you get inside this, when you get inside the folder, just open the week 4, please open week
Are we
4.
using the same link?
Yeah, you use
Hello?
the same link, use the same link. So once
Can
you
you share
get
the link,
here,
please? We don't have it, Joe.
you don't have it.
That's
Okay,
okay.
let me share it again.
I don't have it, please.
I will share it again.
Okay, please.
I will share the link. Let me
Sorry,
drop. Let
you
me,
will not see the video now. Oh.